Nick actually just went back to QL, or QL. Let's see. Alright. Hopefully everything sounds good, seems good. Alright, cool. I think we're good. Just gonna switch tracks here. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta fix my gear. That was a hell of a scrap. This seems to be Berserker. Oh, we're any more out, am I? It's a lot of assassin spaces. What the fuck happened? Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to Mistburn. They're just too fat. So if I'm gonna go back Mistburn, I just need to go back more Dragon then. And this also needs to go back Berserker. Alright. Still a bit overcapped on crit. Hold on. Let's see. Actually no, I'm kind of like perfect. I can probably switch this to Assassin. That's probably what I was doing before. Yeah, there we go. Okay, back to the old setup. Alright, if I could just go. Wait, this is Berserker, isn't it? I think I used to use Berserker in here, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. Eh, 19.5k is off. 19.5k health is fine. Alright. Let's get cooking. What's up, guys? Despite different times. Shit. All right. Big group in there. Actually, just destroy them. Nice. Yeah, crankage. Nice. Let me switch playlists. This playlist is not great. Just yellow on one of these random ones, man. Let's just try this random one. Nice. We kind of cranked them. How's the quality look? Quality looking good on stream? I didn't actually, yeah, it does. Yeah. Alright, sweet. That was actually a good log for me to look at. 20k spike. Yeah, I could try the old build since it seems like we're pretty tanky. Have time to switch it? I don't think so. Yeah. This board's so amazing. Good job. Alright, what are my stats? 260. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth switching. Doo-doo. Mm-hmm. Alright, that was a good fight. Another good log to look at. 20k spike again, good average. 8 downs. Love it. Alright, that was a hell of a fight. Fucking hell. Hey TJ. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome guys. Yeah, I'm stretching my fingers, that was a long one. Got our stacks on spear going up. Oh man, we tried, we grinded it out. Oof. All right, wonder what the problem was on that one. Healing maybe? Cleanses look good. I don't know if it's healing honestly. Maybe stab. Yeah, we don't have many chronos. Might be wise for me to go. I don't know, should I go dwarf? I think I should. I think we have just enough where it's probably worth it. Alright, let's go dwarf. I think the roads is gonna help keep us going. So if I'm gonna go dwarf now, let's try going Isgaren Relic. Let's try going. If I go Isgaren Relic, I need a little more crit. So how do I get 9% more crit? Could just switch these to Marauder. If I really wanted to. Just do that. That's good, right there. Alright, cool. There, that'll do it. Similar stats, except now I'm in the other build. Let's try this. Wait, do you normally stream on Thursdays? No, Katie, I don't. I just, tell you the truth, I took a nap during the day. My sleep schedule was kind of cooked. Yeah. Healers are not there apparently. To get surprised. Yeah. I took a nap, cooked my sleep schedule. Damn, I was doing so much damage, what the heck? The damage was good, the spike was high. Snitzel spiked hard too. Wish I had my boon table running so I can see my quick. I could still go. I don't know. Vengeful Hammers is doing a lot of damage, but is it doing a lot of downs damage? Let's see. Logs are not showing anymore. Okay, don't really get a chance to check. Honestly, I think the spike felt bigger, but let's try Demon Stance this time. This party just does not have enough stab. But we test. That's what we do here. Damn. Yeah, I can't get in. So, it's just too many. Something like that, I think Dwarf would have been better, but I don't know. Let's try another one with Dwarf this time. Man, that last song sounded just like a Tool song. It's definitely not, because I'm using like copyright free music. Oh god. They're just camping the gate. Alright. We'll open in Dwarf, I think. I think we need a blanket of stab to get people going into the rotations, maybe. So what's my rotation? What? Roads, Spear 5, Legend Swap, Dodge, Scavenger Burst. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is a rotation. Roads, Spear 5, Legend Swap, Dodge, Scavenger Burst, and then Spear 5, 4, 5, 2, 5. And that's like the full rotation. After that I can switch to Greatsword. At any time, pretty much. I'm at max stacks, so that's... I gotta know I gotta write that down. I gotta note that so I don't have to do this again, or think about it again when I'm writing the guide. Oh. Huh? This is Spyro. Look at that damage, man. Holy crap. Vindicator broken? Question mark? I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely keeping up with Tiff. Let's limit the timeline there. Oop. 4-minute fight. Let's just look at the end there. Vindicator is good, bro. 30k spike right there. My highest. It's fucking huge. The Giga Spike. Where are we going? Okay. Alright, damn, so this is the Isgaren one. So the old build is still the best. Nothing has changed. All this testing just to go back to the old build, man. I'm definitely performing the best on this Isgaren relic. In this matchup particularly. Alright, well. Back to square one on Mindy, I guess. I mean, I guess that's good. I was kind of hoping the build would be a little different. I mean, I guess you're adding in a little bit of Dragon's gear. I don't know. Or Marauder gear, I mean. What's my crit if I do all Berserker again? Did I actually check that? Could go full Berserker. Really sure if that's worth it though. I don't think that's worth. What? All right. Was I full Berserker there? I was. I'm like nearly all Berserker. I want to add like one piece of Marauder. On him in combat somehow. Guess I'm just stuck in combat. There we go. Switch the pants to Marauder. Just for like a little more crit, a little more health. Alright. Standing still, not moving a lot though. Roads is good when you're moving, but it's fine. It's better. I guess just say it's optimally used when a target is moving, because you can provide up to 25 players stability, but only if they're spread out across the entire length of the. Their plan. Alright, I want to save my sigil stacks. Let's go. I think if they're gonna do that, I'll just go Demon Stance. Demon Stance is probably the best here. If I'm gonna go Demon Stance, it's worth going Spirit Boon instead of Might Increase, so let's do that. It's definitely worth splashing out 2 seconds of resist whenever I legend swap the demon. That's pretty good. Then of course I gain vigor as well for 4 seconds on alliance swap, so so you know what, since they're gonna try to pirate ship and do this, then go back dragons. I think that's their new strategy. Easy money. Thanks for the bags. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was good. Good fight, guys. Good fight, bet EBG. Oh. Nice. Some actual testing. Alright, wow, look at that kill finish. My spike is similar, 25k, a little higher when I was using the other build, but this build is a little less potent in melee, but has better range punch. So I think it's a little more all around. I think oh, I have my tonic on. I didn't even realize I turned my tonic on. Yeah, I think this is the build, really. This build is just better more often than the other version. As long as you get the might, of course, if you're in a good party. You're in a party with supports. Do. Yo. Good to see you guys. Welcome, guys. Hey, if you guys don't mind, hit a like on the stream. See if you guys are lurking and working. If you guys are having fun, please hit a like on the stream. If you'd like to see my builds, hey, if you're interested, I have them all linked up in a Discord. I have my own Discord that I just set up for the community. I can get you guys that link after combat is sorted. I don't remember to put that link in chat before I start streaming. So that includes all my builds: Renegade, Vindicator, Untamed, Dragon Hunter, Spellbreaker, etc. I blocked all their shit. Nice. So I was saying my builds are all posted in my Discord for this community. Let me put display cap. Hopefully it looks okay. I'll get you guys the link, but there's a channel here for my curated builds, the ones I play. It's got Dragon Hunter, Spellbreaker, Berserker, Untamed, Vindicator, and Renegade, Zerging, and Roaming for whichever ones I have put together. Most of those have a video out. Untamed has a video that can go with it. Spellbreaker has one video. It's not like the best video, but it's a good one. I don't have a video on Dragon Hunter, sadly. I never really made one because most of the video guides on Dragon Hunter are pretty good already, and I felt like my guide really wouldn't add much to it because it's a straightforward build, in my opinion. There's like certain things you can learn, I guess, like little tricks, but alright, so the Discord link is somewhere here. Discord link. In the message. Alright, cool. So I just want to have it somewhere everybody can access it, basically. Otherwise, you can check any video on my channel on any build that I have a video on, and I will always have it linked there. Renegade, of course. You'll find Renegade, Vindicator, Untamed, and Spellbreaker. And those are all still up to date, to be honest. Alright, I didn't look at the spike on that last fight. 27k Spike-a-roni. We got big, suddenly. All these other fellas. Oh, I see, Anya, you've joined. Listed. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Nice spike on. Oh, nice spike, Josephus. Holy shit. Let me message him. Yeah. Nice, man. The fact that he got a Giga Spike on like this makes me think that there's hope for Hollow for me when I learn it. Interesting. I'm a believer now. I've been a Hollow doubter. I keep an open mind, but I haven't seen any Hollows really like hit any crazy numbers yet. So I'm happy to see this, honestly, because Hollow is next on the list. Seems pretty simple because you're using Flamethrower. It's just basically making sure you do your Hollow mechanic and then hit a fat Flamethrower 5. But still, seems cool. If it works, it works. All right. A little sip of my citrus drop, my knockoff Mountain Dew, I guess, that we have here in the mountains. This guy went down to the siege. Hilarious. Is there a group on red team at all? Or are we just dueling with EPG all night? Which I'm not complaining about now, since we actually have numbers and it seems like we're not just getting squished. But it would be nice for a little variety, 2 teams, you know? Nick's down. He's out. Alright, well, we killed their tag. Womp womp womp. Sorry, Nick. Okay, he's sandwiched now. Nick is on us. Nick just got pulled in. What the fuck? What the fuck was that grind fest, man? Oh man, what a fucking grind fest that was. Poor Nick, man. I feel bad for Eat for Blue. I kind of feel bad a bit on that one. That was kind of fucked up. That's some pillow talk. Alright. Doesn't seem there is a red group. So it's gonna be one of those nights. Getting a lot of lag. I think I should disable maybe RTC DPS. All right. I'm not gonna crash. I'm like really hoping I don't. I'm like thinking I should disable this, but it's not gonna disable now, right? You're thinking of getting a full set of Ascended gear for Vindicator Zerg Overworld, and you want to refer to me? Are you asking like what stats? Or are you asking like where do I recommend you get the Ascended items from? If you're looking just for armor, I would recommend just get a set of Berserker. You can go Marauder, but Berserker is useful in PvE as well. If you don't really PvE, I would say that, and you're a beginner, starting out with all Marauder so that you have vitality in the build is probably worth it. Once you get very comfortable with the build, you can add in more and more Berserker and take out as much vitality as you think you can withstand. As a rule of thumb, around 20k is, in my opinion, a good like average health to try and shoot for, but I have played builds that go as low as 16k on like Guardian and stuff. So it really depends on how comfortable you feel. You just have, basically, think of it this way: you want enough vitality so that if you get stunned, you don't die before you can have a chance to get out. So to me, that's around like 17 or 18k health. I think 17 or 18k health, you usually don't get one shot around there. So as long as you have more than that, you're fine. Luckily, Revenant has a little bit of a higher base health, so even though I could probably switch some of this to like Assassin's gear instead of Marauder to lower my health more. But it might actually be better. A lot of this is all Dragon right now because I'm using this Mist of Ruin one. But anyway, Marauder gear is more flexible, basically. Once you have like extra pieces to play around with, I would recommend that you try getting like Dragon gear and start mixing in Dragon. So it's like a three-part question. If you PvE, just go all Berserker, and then get like Marauder rings and stuff, rings and accessories. If you don't really PvE, I would probably just get a set of Marauder heavy armor, and then use whatever accessories that you want. You can put Berserker Dragon or Marauder. That's Nick right there. This is Mowood. He's scared. Not really PvE. If you don't do any PvE, I would say get a set of Marauder's gear and then try finding like accessories that are Dragon and Berserker and Marauder. That will give you a lot of like flexibility. It's more what you want to try. Is dying. I don't know why we cornered ourselves. Alright. See, where would it be better to have gone? Jumping down or something? Nah. Alright. It's a short night for PóRR, guys. We don't really run on Thursdays, so I'll try and join if there's another tag. I don't know if there is, but if not, I might just do some PvE stuff. Just chill, maybe a little roaming. Hit GG's for a while. That's fun. Good fights. Good logs to check it. So in summary, what I learned today really is... It's a little high right now in this build, but that's fine. What I learned today is that the Mistburn variant of the build with Dragon's gear, so you can reduce as much precision as possible, turn it all into ferocity and a little vitality, is good. But it's not the highest possible DPS. I think the highest possible DPS is still going Berserker gear and going is Garen Relic. Oop, is Garen Relic? But you have less health, you're a little squishier. So honestly, I think in my video I'm gonna recommend this version because it gives you a health. You go up to almost 19k health. And it's kind of big. I think I can't I can't with a good conscience tell people to run a 17.5k build for the average person who's gonna try the game. They might have a bad time. I would say go full berserker with his Garen relic if you're a Vindicator main and you're very good at the game and you're comfortable. And then in the build guide, I'm gonna recommend this one. Do you care about crit chance? So my philosophy on crit chance is you want your crit chance to be around 92% or 93. That's just my testing. In this build, I'm a little high, so what I would do probably is honestly probably switch this to Dragon's weapons. I mean, I could switch this to a dragon back piece. That'll probably take a good chunk out. So these are all dragon, right? Yeah. I could do the dragon ring. So when you have a lot of legendaries and you have more toys to play with, you can mess around with the numbers on your own. But my philosophy on crit is that you want to be around like 93%. So in this, it depends on the build you're running, of course. So in this build, I'm gaining a free 10% crit whenever I'm at 20 stacks of might. So with Fury, I'm at 85, 95. So I'm within the range that I want to be in. I have a little bit of extra crit because of Borderlands Bloodlust and stuff too. So keep that in mind. I'm probably around 43 or 42% right now. And then the other thing is you want to balance ferocity and power, and there's a formula that you can use. So if I remember correctly, the formula is this. And I say remember because I had to like look it up recently because I never really learned any of this math because I don't really care usually. But I believe it is ferocity, power, formula. Let's see. Oh. Well, I guess they're coming for their free keep. Another tag here? I don't think so. Alright. Ferocity. So this is a common question everybody asks. Display capture. Alright, so the way the ferocity calculations work is this. So if your crit chance is 100%, we're not aiming for 100%, we're aiming for 93%, so we'll ignore that part of the calculation. Ferocity will outperform power if your power is greater than this value, and the value is going to be basically whatever your ferocity number is, which is here, so 1460 plus 225. Oh, I actually made a mistake. But yeah, where'd it go? 1460 plus 2250. All right, so when you're at 25 stacks of might, which is when this build is being calculated for. In fact, let me just go to. Let me go to Armistice Bastion and get might, so I can show you. There's a few things going on here, so, and I'll try and explain it in a way that makes sense. There's all stuff I learned recently, literally for this video. Okay, let's get boons. Just get one of each, and then let's go to these dummies, and let's get our okay. All right, so in this build, check out my power. If my power is higher than this number, I want more ferocity, right? Is that correct? Let's double check. If crit chance, ferocity, yes. All right, so if I have more power than this number with maximum might, I want more ferocity in the build and less power, basically. Okay, we'll check that by just getting to max stacks of our power. And as you can see here, we're actually like way above the threshold. So we actually want as much, we actually want to lose as much power and gain as much ferocity as power, or as possible to a point. So I get to about 4K. My ferocity, I am missing my sigil, so I should do my calculation here. I'm pretty sure. How much is the sigil? It's like 250, right? So I can just add 250 to the number. So if you add 250 to this, plus 250. So this is the power number I need to be over. And as you see, this build is pretty much like nearly perfectly calculated around that. See? So there's evidence.exe on that. So as you can see, I am actually a little bit over on power. I can even like drop a bit of power. So that means if I really wanted to, is there any extra power I can like throw away here? Boop, 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 boop. The only thing I can really switch would maybe be another ring to dragon. Yeah, I can go check if I have a dragon ring in my bank. Don't know if that's better though. We'll see. Also, I wanted to check one thing, Marauder. The Marauder ferocity is like super low, right? Yeah. So in this variant of the build, you don't really want much crit. You actually want to throw away as much crit as possible. Do I have a dragon ring? Nope. I have a Zerker ring. I could buy one. It's like literally free. Let's buy one for the testing. Let's do it. Who sells the rings? It's over here, right? One of these guys. Who sells the equipment? This guy? This one. Yeah, I don't care about any of these. Let me grab some infusions for it. So just put it as part of the set. Customize, dragon, double infuse. I'm trying to use only power infusions right now on all my builds, just to simplify everything. Alright, so my crit's pretty low here, so I'm gonna have to think about that. But let me see if that rebalances the power thing. So it lowers my power like a little bit. I'm not really sure if that's worth it. So I'm still a touch over on power budget. There's like a balance to strike here for sure. I wonder if this going to assassins, what will those numbers look like? The switching that to assassins gives me crit, but it remains my ferocity the same, so that might be the way to get it done. Yeah, there you go. Is that the way? Did I just fix it? I think I just fixed it. Here you go. This is probably the best possible setup. Maybe like one more piece of assassin's gear. Could try. Thing is that you still want to. I'm like running into like I'm starting to get into like higher crit territory. This is probably the lowest amount of I can switch to assassins. So let's see. My food ran out too. Okay, 38.93. So there you go. Precision infusions? No, I don't want crit. I don't really need any more crit right now. So let's go back to the math. So basically, I'm like, I think this is it. Like I can't really complain about what 13 power. 13 power over budget. Probably fine. This is like such nerdy min-maxy bullshit. Also, was I correct in thinking that it's 10? Yeah, it is 250 ferocity, so yeah, I'm not an idiot. Cool. I think this might be the best possible variant. You have so much health. This is the dragon's gear. This relic right here, giving you 10% free crit chance, opens up a lot of statistics to be thrown around in your builds. which is pretty cool, to be honest, because I felt like crit access was a little limited in the builds. It was like pretty much designed with Berserker, like full Berserker, I feel like. So now, yeah, this is probably it. This is probably it. Can't see this getting better. Even in the other stats, you lose so much health, but you gain a 10% damage modifier, right? Getting this Garen relic. How much damage does this hit right now? 4k. I wish that leap did like touch more damage, but I think it'd be too OP in roaming if it did. I only really wanted to do more damage for Zerg reasons. Like no endurance in this part of the rotation. Definitely supposed to switch at this point. I stayed in Spear quite a long time. Ooh, I missed that Scavvy B. Switch out as soon as you can. Do the rotation. All right. Okay, actually, I kind of want to finish killing these for the sigil stacks. Is that stupid? Is there an easier way to get a bunch of sigil stacks in this world to world zone? Very rarely get to use Nomads and Vents in Raid because we're never moving. And it's safer to use while the Zergs are kind of moving around. It's so hard. 9k is kind of insane for a movement skill. Alright, what zone is this? Yeah, this is Armistice Bastion, Doc. I don't know if there's a faster way to stack the sigil, but I'm just gonna kill these. It's good practice, muscle memory. I haven't done this in a long time. It is really good, honestly. I've changed my mind on Vindicator a bit. It is good, man. It's just you have to work a lot harder than most other things to do as good. And that, I don't know if that's intentional. I feel like you have to be like a real expert on Vindicator to like get all you can out of it. It's a really fun, honestly, it's probably one of the funnest specializations. It's pretty up there if you like this playstyle, you know? If you like the dodge mechanic, if you like the energy mechanic, it is really fun. It's up there with Untamed for me. I don't know which one I like more though. I kind of like Vindy because you have a bit more range access on Zerg, and you have a lot more mobility tools, but there's something really nice about, you know, spores, you know. Oh, it's so satisfying. And then the Mace rotation is fun. Almost done with getting my stacks, actually. Too much rotational CC if I wanted it to be. Alright, we got the stacks. So these are the stats at the end of the day. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. You have a bad reflex of turning on... You don't expect to have the time, you have bad reflex of turning on the power drain. Yeah. I try not to use impossible odds a lot. And I try not to ever hit the elite. It's pretty rare that I use the elite on Vindicator, pretty much, because, you know, the elite on Alliance stance and the elite on Demon stance and the elite on Dwarf stance are pretty hard to use. Dwarf stance is probably the most usable one, and then you have Jade Winds. If you play the Jade Winds variant of the build, Jade Winds is good, but you know, for me, I always accidentally leave on impossible odds for too long. Now that I have my stacks, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna make sure that I have the right number that I was looking at. This formula is this number plus ferocity number. All right, so this is the number. Yeah, I was running on this the correct assumption. So right there, that's like pretty optimized. I'm like 30 power off, like 29 power off. Is that worth optimizing away? I don't think so. I think this is it. You can't believe that Jade Winds hits that hard. You want me to show you how hard it hits? I've hit somebody for 10k before on Jade Winds now. It hits really hard. It's impressively pretty good, honestly. If you have all your boons and all that, it's actually nuts. See that 13k? What the fuck? See that right there? I max hit for 13k, average hit for 10.5. There's a power cap. There is not a power cap. Yeah, they buffed it for PvP in World v World because it was pretty much never being used. It was like 50 power, no damage. Hard to use, pretty much. And no, there's not a power cap, Doc. What I'm talking about is this is the formula for when ferocity becomes better. When ferocity becomes better than power, basically, and you kind of want them to be as close to each other as possible. So this is the calculation. It's this number 2250 plus whatever your ferocity is. So basically, if I go to this dummy and I get my max stacks, my power number, as long as I am like as close as possible to this number, that means that I'm dumping the rest of my stat into ferocity properly. Because if you look, my precision is like crazy low. I have 1800 precision, not much. I'm wearing all dragon's gear nearly. Dragon. Sorry, assassin. So just to make it simple, accessories, rings, dragon, back piece, amulet, assassin, and then a weapon, berserker, and then dragon gear. There's probably maybe more efficient ways to get to these numbers, but this is how I got there, you know. And one good thing about using this Mistburn relic is that because you're dumping away all your crit into ferocity, you're accidentally getting health. Getting vitality. So in my old build, I think the HP was 18.5k, maybe a little more. I don't really remember now. But you get a lot more health now, and you get like similar power. The only thing that you're losing is that you're losing a 10% damage during the evade, so it is definitely a loss in overall strength. But I think that it averages out because his Garen relic is only good in the melee engage, and is not guaranteed to always be working for you. And this way you're a bit tankier and you're more reliable. Yeah, So I think this is going to be the one I probably play most often. Just seems like it's going to be the best one. I have a good bit of toughness somehow. I'm not getting it from anywhere, huh? 264 ferocity is pretty high. Alright, so now that I got this, let's do some number crunching. Let's see what my fattest hits are on a few different spells. So let's do a spear. Let's just go through the rotation, and then we'll do 2 rotations of each weapon and legend. And just look at the numbers. 10k in Greatsword 3. Love to see it. At the end of this greatsword, I will switch out. One more 2, and let's just jump out. Alright, that's 2 Rotatos, Legend and Weapon. So 65k spike, which is lower than my Dragon Hunter spike at 81. But my consistent damage is like way fucking higher, and as you can see, I'm kind of like I'm like spiking to the same level like every so often. So this basically, if you look at this chart, this is what my damage is gonna look like for the most part, like in repeat, like over and over again, right? That's pretty good, man. That is a very good. This is a very good damage pattern in my opinion. I'm hitting 12k max hits Spear 5, and I'm hitting 6.5 to 7k average on Spear 5. Remember, it ramps up, so there's a few of those hits in there where it's low stack. So dodge is hitting for 5k, which is pretty good. I don't know how much toughness these dummies have. I think they have like light armor or medium armor toughness. I think these are medium. So this is like hitting a thief or hitting a ranger, basically. Let's just call it a ranger. So toughness wise, 5k hit on a ranger is pretty good. You know, obviously this is like max damage basically. And 12k, oh wow, 13k max tick on Greatsword, what, 2? Holy shit, man, that's fucking high. Could potentially hit a 13k hit on a ranger in Greatsword 2. Oh, I lost might. Shit. That's fine. We'll take this with a grain of salt on the end there. But yeah, the DH spike is literally untouchable. It's like way too high. All the tests I've done, the DH was higher by like 10k. But the consistent just drops and it's just like super low, and then you're back. Then you go back up, you know. So I don't know. I mean, it's good for World Reworld, of course. That's what you want. You want as fat a spike as possible, but. You know, this is a very desirable damage pattern. Very, very desirable. Because you're just constantly pressuring, just constant. And it's quite high. Nothing to sneeze at. Jade wins 8k average. It's fucking hilarious. So it's like hitting a druid for 8k. Or a ranger. Not druid. Druid probably has a lot more toughness. The average druid. Greatsword 3, 8k 8k average. God, it's so high, man. 11.5k max. So it's like basically like 10. It's like basically 10% less than Greatsword 2. And that could be because of the might thing. So something to think about. Torment is not really relevant. Scavenger burst. 5k average. So basically Scavenger burst hits about as hard as a dodge. So we can kind of consider our Scavenger burst like throwing a dodge out there and getting boons for it, if you want to think of it in a way. Instead of putting a circle here, you're putting a circle out there. Interesting. Similar damage in terms of like priority. And by the way, the reason I care about these numbers is because there are times when you're doing damage or bursting and you want to think about like what your highest damage potential is, and you only have like 2 or 3 attacks that you could possibly hit. So I don't know, getting a better idea of what your fattest hits are, I don't know, I feel like it makes you a well-rounded player. I want to look at Nomad's Advance. I didn't use it much, I think, right? Yeah, he's like once or twice. I want to know how much I hit for. 10k, fucking hell, man. It's basically a greatsword too. Isn't that insane? Fucking shit, man. I have to get this into the rotation somehow. It's just so risky because it moves you. There are times where I just have too much energy and I don't know how to spend it, so I'm Reaver's Raging. Cause it's safer, but if I'm confident enough I can hit a Reaver's or a Nomad's Advance, it's definitely gonna be a lot higher. Because if we check, the base damage is nearly double of Reaver's Rage, so if I don't need it for the stab, it just makes more sense. Because if I do Reaver's Rage here, it's like 6k hit. If I Nomad's Advance and I don't miss, hold on, make sure my like 8k. It's like throwing in another 1.5k on top. Yeah, exactly, priorities. Well said, Doc. That's what I mean. There are times where you gotta know what your priorities are, you know? You have a lot of range options. Sounds silly, but, you know, it could matter. Man. You know, if I was a real Giga gamer, I could like make the decision mid-rotation by looking at my stab and deciding if I want a Nomad's Advance or if I want to Reaver's Rage instead to be safe. Because like 1.5k is not really worth throwing myself into the middle of Zerg. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and keep that in mind. I think that's all I've learned in this like revisit on Vindicator. I'm more comfortable going into blue stance and just spamming Alkandi cleanse in combat now, which I think is useful, but not only if your team is playing completely defensive and you don't really have to like burst or do any damage soon. You know, it's not bad to like help your team cleanse a touch, but I would say only if you are like on the back foot, kind of like holding the line or something like that. Because they might push you and suddenly you don't have access to scavenger burst, and if you legend swap and you go back in, you might be in a sad state. That was a 15k. Holy smokes. 16k greatsword 2. What the fuck? It's insane, dude. Okay, I think that is like, that's on par with like literally fucking Nomad, not Nomad's Events, what am I thinking of? Berserker, Primal Bursts, Greatsword, Arcing Slice. That's like an Arcing Slice, but instant cast. Crazy. You have to have the right conditions, I think. You know, vulnerability, might, etc. Jesus Christ, man. Vindicator is something else. How much power differences dragons are gear on weapon? It's like 40 power. I wonder if technically this is closer. That calculation. 5969 was the number. It's even more health though. It's pretty low. It's actually so close. It's like 6 power off, right? I can get that with an infusion. If I want to be like a crazy nerd. What? But my crit is quite low. It's at 91%. What is like one of these, right? No, actually, yeah, like boots probably. Let's switch this to assassin. Actually, you know, I can't put it to assassin. I need to increase in power. So I'd have to go to berserker, right? Basically, this is min-max right here. This might be the most nerdy thing I've ever done in this game. We've never gone this deep in the numbers before. Okay, there we go. Min-maxed. Okay, we are min-maxed. This is it. That's literally like as perfect as it gets. 3970, 266 power, 9152% crit. That is probably as good as it gets. And that leaves you enough crit, enough room for crit so that the Bloodlust Borderlands bonus and the keep defending bonuses, whatever, the objective bonuses can actually filter in and make your crit a little higher and not feel like you're wasting those stats anymore. So now let's see if I can hit a bigger greatsword 2. I doubt it, but... $13K Nomad's Advance. 14K. I'm low on might right now. $13K. Okay. Alright, max power here. This is a little lower. So I wonder if I need to add a little bit more power because I'm not at max crit cap. So if we do want to do that, well, first let's check to see our crit rate. Wow, 70K so big I wasn't even trying. %80 crit chance. Let's see, 94%, 70%. I'm typically critting when it matters. So we want to add a little more power without losing too much crit. I think the only way is just to go back more. Basically, go back what I was using before. I think what I was using before might be better. Just go berserker weapon. I think that might leave enough headroom in the calculation there for the lack of crits. Mayhaps. Let's see. This is all very feely crafty since we don't have actual simulators, man. I think I hit a big one there. Ks on average. I think this might be a little higher. Oh, that one was low. Hold on, let me get my power back up. Yeah, that one feels like I'm hitting a touch higher on average on each activation of the skills. Let me try. Compare. $14K average on that one. Oh, actually, technically, my highest is lower. My average is what again? Hold on. Nearly 11K. Definitely went down when I switched to this. To this one. So let's go back. So this was Berserker and Dragon weapons. Fucking Christ, man. Okay. Let's make sure I got the right number again. 3969. Yeah, okay. This is min-maxed according to the numbers. No crit. No crit assumptions. Alright, let me just go ham. Fuck it. Definitely had a full endurance on one of those hits, that's a shame. Alright, big hit here. Yeah, it seems to hit harder. Alright, well. I think the math don't lie, man. It definitely feels like it's hitting harder. Trying to keep track of specifically 2 skills, Jade Winds and the Greatsword 2. It definitely seems like those are on average just a touch higher. Fascinating. Fascinating how the numbers don't work. Damn Redditors and their number tuning. Oh, it was low. Oh, my mic dropped. Let's do that again. Just want to do one more. Just, yeah. Yeah, average 15k. Actually went up a bit on this one. Alright, so let's just do like a spike, like an opening spike. Let's see. Alright, alright. Alright, I'm just gonna do... I'll consider that an average burst. 80k. Ooh, we have a contender. The DH contender. This is as close as I've gone on anything to DH. What the truck? Could be because I had higher might, but I don't know. Could be. I'm gonna say maybe because I had higher might on average on this build. I think DH was 88.9k or something like that. And I don't think I had like the right amount of might and stuff. Oh, 87k. Oh ho 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 ho. Is the king going to be dethroned? I think this could be because I have a higher might stack on average. I'm not actually sure I'm really bursting harder than DH. Damn, what's actually crazy close? 87.3. I'm literally 700 DPS off on that hit. That's insane. I love Vindicator, man. Oh, I lost my food too. And I didn't even reply, I'm dumb. You know, I use an energy sigil on the greatsword. Yeah, it's worth it. It's still worth it. I was considering switching it to force or fire, but I think it's, I mean, force is probably like more consistent, but having access to an extra dodge every time you legend swap in greatsword is pretty good. Just kind of like fills in the rotation a touch. Let's see. Ooh, I did actually put my food on. Alright. So the explosion from the 3-stack Spear 3 there hit for only about 6k. Or sorry, 4k. Is it considered a different one? No, it's not. Oh, it's not. So switching out of Spear 5 is gonna reduce the average damage of it too. Because it's a lower power coefficient, but it's considered the same spell. I think what's happening here is that when you weapon swap out of Spear and you get like the automated explosion that goes around you, it says here max stack 3, when you weapon swap you explode. Causes Abyssal Rave to have unleash an Abyssal Raise when swapping weapons at max stacks. I think what's happening here is it's using an Abyssal Raise, but it's like low damage, because if you look, my Abyssal Raises are chunk. Like that's a 9k Abyss. Alright, so I have 3 stacks, and when I swap, okay, check it out, 9k and hits for 2.5. It's so bad. Wow. I mean, it's a delayed hit ability. I guess they don't want that's part of the spike grit, right? So let's let me get on the record here for the stream. I might even end up putting it in the video. Let's get a full rotation starting in Spear and go Greatsword. Let's see if I do it correctly here. Alright, that's kind of the burst rotation. That pretty much accounts for everything, I think. You go 5, 5, 4, 5, 2, 5, weapon swap during dodge. Oh, by the way, I always forget to tell Vindicators this. Guys, if you play Vindicator, I highly recommend that you dodge, you weapon swap during your dodge. Nobody ever told me this. I'm an idiot. I'm literally just a big dumb moron guy. Your weapon sigils will still proc when you're dodging in the air. Okay, you see? I switched to sword and the hydro proc there. It's pretty good because you hydro, so you take off any, you either do damage or you slow them, or you take off any blocks for your upcoming burst that you're about to slam down with. And then also it allows you to buffer your next greatsword ability or your next weapon ability as you get out. So if you're dodging, let's say, hold on, let me wait for the cooldown. If you dodge and weapon swap, you can buffer a defensive button. So if you're in combat, I'll buffer my greatsword 4 or spear 3. So dodge and then buffer it, right? So I'm in an evade the entire time during that, and then dodge, greatsword switch, and then I buffered my 4. You can also buffer any other attacks, of course, during the dodge, but you know, greatsword 4 is one I use a lot because being able to buffer that right outside of the immunity is kind of good. I've been trying to implement that recently. Anything I want to test while I have all my stats. It's crazy to have this much health, by the way. That's insane. Having this much health in this build is so good. Nuts, man. Fucking wild. Wild, wild, wild. Appreciate the likes on stream, guys. Alright, I'm gonna do a little PvE stuff. I'm sorry if you guys hate this kind of stuff. But the man's gotta eat, right? As they say. Just for a few, not really for very long. Just gonna do a couple of dailies here. Alright. Just a reminder, guys, please consider hitting a like on the stream, subbing to the channel, all that good stuff. Would greatly appreciate it. I also do play Vindicator in PvE. Vindicator, Renegade, Actually, I play all the Revenant builds in PvE, and I also play you know, like Dragon Hunter, Untamed, Druid, whatever. Whatever random other stuff, you know, whatever seems fun. I want to try Condy Druid. Somebody told me Condy Druid was actually kind of fun in PvE. I don't know if they were trolling me or what. Alright, let's grab these chests. I grab these chests because they help me get my Arene legendaries. My new skins. Fashion Wars. I have to craft an axe and a staff, and that's what I got left. What's hard to play now? Sorry. What, Druid? Condy Druid? Condy Druid's hard to play now? Is that true? I never really got the rotation on Condy Druid. I like tested it out one time, and then I like switched the build to go heal, and then I never really went back to it. Alright, let me stop drinking or flying here. Alright, I'm getting these jade stones. I think this gives you like 4 or 5. It's 48k bench, that's pretty high out there. Holy shit. I think Vindicator only is only like 45. Only a 3 and 5. So it's not that hard. I feel like 3 and 5 on Snowcrest is not really that hard. I think they have Vindicator. Actually, no way. I'm thinking about the wrong website for the Vindicator thing I looked at recently. Hold on. What is the Vindicator benchmark looking like? Vindicator's at 44, and what do they consider it in terms of difficulty? Let's say that. What can I see? Hello? I feel like Vindicator is pretty easy. I feel like Condy Renegade was the rotation I didn't quite click so quickly. Let's see. Raids, Revenant. It's so complicated to find these builds on this website. Alright, Power Vindy, yeah, they only have it at 2 out of 5. Kegel Alack Vindy at 4 out of 5. I can see that. Condy Rennie at 3 out of 5. Sure, I guess. I think Condy Alack Rennie, you can really fuck up the rotation. Pretty easy. Alright. Are there any events? It's, since we kind of stopped playing a bit earlier today, are there any events I want to do? Or not stop playing, stop Zerging. There's the Titan thing, but I don't need to do that anymore. I just missed a bunch of stuff. Gang War is about to kick off. Ooh, the Chalk Garant. Let's see if I can catch that. Tango Depth. It's a preparation. I'll try and get into this. This is good money if you guys don't ever do this. I guess I'll join the one that has a lot of people in it. Oh, has a queue join. Oh, mid. Can you use GW Sood? Yeah. Hey TJ, it is in the Discord. I'll show you how you can access it. Am I showing my stream? Here we go. So you're gonna go here to Ramix curated builds. and it's right here, Zerg DPS. I think I need to probably update it a little bit because I just changed a tiny bit the gear set, so let me do that for you. The spear, we're using cruelty, and then using energy on greatsword. Dragon Hunter, and then switch this. Mighty, and then Dragon Hunter rune. Copy all. Alright, so assassins, dragon. So let me just do that real quick. Assassin, dragon. Got this for you, my friend. Should probably update this URL now anyway. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like the final variant. And this Throne Relic. Alright, so just keep me honest here, guys. I'm not messing anything up, right? Energy, Hydra, Fire, Cruelty. This is what I'm messing up. Dragon weapons, Berserker boots. Here we go. Berserker boots, dragon, everything else, dragon weapons, dragon accessories, dragon rings, assassin, these two thingies. Alright, there. We got it. I will update that for you guys. Gonna look. Alright, Doc. Take care of yourself. Good to see you, my friend. Alright, let's get that URL updated in the Discord. Zerg DPS URL. Welcome to the Ram Ranch, my friend. Thank you for the blessing. Let's make sure that is the right link. Legend you can change to whatever you want. I think you guys know that if you guys have been watching. Yeah, it's alright. Here we go. I think this is gonna be the one. Lots of elf, lots of options. All the legend choices are good. You can go Shiro, you can go Demon, you can go Dwarf. You can go Spirit Boon, you can go Incense Response. I suggest just stay this for just a consistent might. You really want to make sure you're over 20. Yeah, that's it. I think makes the most sense. It's supposed to be this, but whatever. Alright. Helps a lot. Still working your legendary meanwhile. Get Ascended here? Yeah, for sure. So, if you want a main Vindicator, like you want to focus Vindicator, these are the items that I'm suggesting for World of Zerg. You can even probably use this in roaming because it has so much health. You have so much health that it's probably worth. You can probably use it in roaming. Just I would make adjustments, like go Speed Relic, go, adjust your traits so that you have rapid flow. Maybe go Aggressive Arrival for a little bit of resist on yourself. You can even consider Assassin's Presence for consistent fury, and then you can pick anything here for cleansing for one cleanse, or you can just stay with a 7% damage increase. All right, let's help out. Let's do this check event. What do I gotta do? Is this all just break bar stuff? If so, that's not so good. I'm not good at break bar stuff. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We have a good amount of people here. So we just gotta kill eggs, huh? It seems pretty easy. Ah! Oh, let me take off. Didn't even do that. Oh, I didn't even. Let me just spam out the Discord. In case any of you guys want to join. Alright, cool. Updated all that. Wait, did I even take off this thing? I did not. Silly guy. There you go. That would actually look good. We're all just standing here, just smashing eggs. Let's just grab this cash. Knife Master, what is this? Oh. Ooh, that FPS drop. Oh, there he is. Oh, that screen shake is horrific. I gotta turn that off. Our rotation is like way off, by the way. I'm gonna reset my rotation by resyncing my weapons again here. Alright, there we go. Oh, we're back in sync. Good night, guys. I'm like the highest person on the meter. People really don't do a lot of DPS in open world. I've got to take this fucking screen shake off. It's actually driving me crazy. Oh. Well, there's a good chance to take it off. Don't know why that's not even on. Alright, let's do the burst. Use up all the energy. Nope. I'm gonna stab up here. I don't know what. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. No, never mind. Something bad happened. Is the player just to stand in front of him the whole time? Because he just always hits behind him. I don't think I've ever really paid attention before to that. Alright, so we did this lane. So do the others do it? Is that it? I've done this in a little bit. I haven't done this since I had to farm out Chuka and Champawat, legendary short bow. That was not so fun, to be honest. After I farmed that legendary, I kind of took a break from all the Heart of Thorns metas and stuff. Even though they're good money, but I just had to do too many of them. Ah, okay, enough for that. Being taken away by these freaking aliens. I think that's it, right? We did it. Yeah, we just have to wait 10 minutes now. All right, cool. There's a chest here. Alright, man. I'll let you go too. Take care, man. Saying bye to somebody in Discord. Just hanging. Nice just listening to them. I wasn't really participating because, you know, I'm streaming, but it's nice to hear your guilds are, you know, chatting about Taking it easy. 25k DPS. Damn, I have to actually stand here for 10 minutes. This sucks. I forgot about this. All right. I'm gonna take this time actually to show you guys a funny video. Oh wait, I can't actually. It's fucking copyright. It has music. No. I have to be careful with copyright. Really careful now. Because I'm a YouTube partner now. I don't play around with that anymore. Let's browse the old Reddit. Is there anything new going on? I don't think so, right? Just share in Discord? Oh, you know, actually, you're right. I'm dumb. I could totally share in Discord. It's a silly song. Listen to it at your own peril. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. I put it in the links channel in the Discord. It's just a funny song. But it's so catchy, it's getting stuck in my head. Alright, let's close some of these tabs I've opened. Alright, what I was gonna do was I was just gonna browse the old Reddit while we wait. Let's see, what's going on here? Oh god. These memes are so stupid. Huh? No leaks, huh? Or not leaks. Released information. Icon for Thorned Cache. Man, people are really thirsting for the Revenant. Pinecone Legend incoming. Choya Legend? No, please God. Please God. A Traherne Legend would be interesting, like a Mordramoth Legend, basically. But Traherne isn't really like just Mordramoth, so I don't know. That's not cool. No new expansion stuff. Am I crazy to think the top of Maguma looks like a man riding a horse? I can see it. This looks like the head of a horse. This looks like the head of a horse. And this looks like a guy, you know, like if his legs were here or something. And this is like the tail. Wow. Riding a what? This guy just sees Palawa Joko. Wow, that guy's stretching for that one. Yeah, exactly. This is what I saw right when I said it. That's funny. Fucking hell, man. So stupid. Man, there's literally no new information. We have to wait until tomorrow. I may not be able to stream tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I won't be around. So they're gonna review the traits and stuff tomorrow. I don't have to wait until Monday to go over it, which is fine. Hopefully somebody makes a cool video on Antiquary and kind of explains what the hell we're looking at with this fucking spec, man. Mist Stranger Traherne. The heck, man. This doesn't really look like Traherne. This looks like a random like Sylvaria. Oh, I see. That's the Mist Stranger mask. I was wondering why is this Mist Stranger? Boom, 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 boom. Perfectly balanced, just dodge, bro. Harrier stash, yeah. Yeah, I saw this post. They got hit by like a 13k disrupting throw. That's the immobilizing and dazing on Spear 3 for Warrior. That's insane numbers. I'm guessing this person is like full glass. Wait, why is this guy using Vindicator icons for this? Me after playing non-stop World Rush entering the subreddit. Antiquary announcement for some reason. It's a fucking rat on fire. Harrison Jones. Some random sword? Question mark? Nice. Zomoros is an antiquary. Gambling, hoarding artifacts. That's kind of an interesting, yeah. It's kind of stupid, but yeah. Oh, I never noticed this was a scrit in this art. I never looked closely at this. This is literally a scrit holding the bag. I like this art. The art's cool, but I just don't get it. Honestly, I'm with everybody else. Weird build or weird spec. Weird theme. I don't know. Maybe it would be fun, but it's just gonna be weird. Antiquarian joke spec or possibly the most underestimated. Nobody thinks it's gonna be weak or sure to be strong. Yeah, exactly. This guy nails it right there. Nobody thinks it's gonna be weak. You know, it's a new spec. It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be fucking weird. It's because you're playing with rats. What kind of thief is just fucking around with rats? Tinfoil theory. Antiquary had another name. Oh, okay. Bear gives you what? Alright, Antiquary wasn't the name they're gonna go with. The theories. First of all, the spec symbol. Yep, although a lot of people pointed out it looks like the collection symbol. I said that recently. They are way too sleek in compared to the normal version. I do agree they are sleeker. I also noticed that, but they do look like they were drawing cards. The second is the spec itself. They want to make a treasure hunter. They could name the class a better name, like Relic Seeker, Loot Finder. I agree with that too. Antiquary is a very weird, hard to define name. An antiquary is somebody who works in a museum. No, that's not actually 100% true. The summoning of random BS alongside with the risk-taking aspect. Yeah, the risk-taking aspect, I don't get it either. You can use this skill when it's on cooldown, but a chance of being catastrophic. Yeah, the chance of being catastrophic. Who's gonna want that? The name of the spec was Wild Card. Oh. I mean, I could see that. Probably did change because Wild Card is either too similar to another game. Wild Star? Oh, Engineer. Yeah, Wild Star has engineers. Maybe that's why. But that's like, that game doesn't even exist anymore. Is that really, I don't know. Probably changed because Wild Card is too similar to another game. Blah, blah, blah. Zerker. Wild Card sounds like Daredevil. I don't know about that. Alright, we're back 1 second. Gonna AFK for just a sec. Made it. Alright, let's open these caches. Honestly, don't really need these laydown sparks anymore, unless I make another Gen 2. Which I might. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to make Nevermore for my legendary staff. I think it's really cool, but I also really like the Aurene staff a lot. Like the trail. But the Nevermore staff is so cool. It's a good one. Alright. In the plains of Golgine. I do need these leyline crystals, so I have 1,000 left. I will need those eventually. This guy doesn't sound like I need it right now, right? So we don't really need this when we're actually building a Lego. And this New Hawk tonic. Wow, I didn't know you can get one of these. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Kinda want it. I will not spend my things because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need them. Priory honing crystal, what is this for? Alright, anyway, I'm getting lost. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut the stream here soonish. Not sure if you guys wanted to talk about anything specific. I mean, I could check to see if there's any roaming action going on. But it's already almost 1. Usually around this time there's not much going. Alright. Gotta clean up these bags, man. No, the worst part of this is the bags. Hero's Choice chest. I think the gemstone is probably still the worst, or the best. I roll all this stuff into raw material. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Alright, get rid of this. This is all stuff to sell. I'm getting pretty fast at this. Alright, we did it. Trailblazer weapons, whatever. Some random recipe. I need to put this in my bank. Alright. Huh. Okay. Alright, my party people. I guess I'll check the Borderlands. Maybe I'll catch a 1v1 or something. I kind of doubt it. Roaming has not been super great this week. But we got Relink on Friday. We had some good fights this week. Yesterday and today. I think Monday we got screwed, right? Kinda didn't have so much fun on Monday. Sell this, I guess. Alrighty. Let's put this infusion back. I don't really need it. I don't really like the effect. I don't want to put that on my ranger anyway. Let's put away the Tiger Den map. I don't need that anymore. Let's put that there and that there. Alright. Reasonably organize our bags. Alright, let's see what map has peeps. Alright. Any chance that anybody gonna try and take that on Blue BL? Let's see. Don't. Okay, probably not. This is already a tier 1. Let's put this to demon stance. Let's go the Rome build. Do. You know, for the roaming build, I honestly am tempted to just try and add in as much dragon's gear as I can. I gotta be mindful about the crit though. That's one thing. I think I should just make these demolishers, I guess. It's a lot of toughness. I think this is what we'll do. All right. Let me check my sigils. I was changing these the other day, right? Nah, these are fine. Like nobody here on this blue map. Blue is not around. Oh, red just took our something at EBG. I guess they have a bunch of people there. Could try going here. Homebio maybe has something. If I don't run into anybody in like a few minutes, I'm out of here. It's gonna feel like dueling somebody. What are the odds of going for the northern camp? Nope. All right. Doesn't look like they're going to North Camp. There's a tower here that's being attacked. We can check on that. It's not even our tower, so. We're seeing that red left. This BL. We're just gonna assume that they're not here. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Was it that guy? Confused if it was that guy that actually put the X's up on that. Alright, some recapping to do. Kind of want to cap this camp up here. Good waypoint there. The guy got hit by Spear of Archimedes for 9k. Sometimes all you gotta do is just put down the spear and just dodge and stuff like that. Just waste their time and they'll just end up getting clapped. Honestly, I was kind of caught completely with my pants down, so I wasted a lot of potential utility and energy, so I gotta be lucky. Sorry for the yawn. I'm sure that's hella annoying. Nobody likes to listen to that. You know, I have like a little bit of boon duration in this build for this was for Renegade. Honestly, I think I should probably remove it because I don't think I'm gaining any boons in this build really, other than Fury and Quickness. I don't know if it's worth it. It is good for the Swiftness. Gives you like a breathing room for the Swiftness thing. Yeah, I won't mess with it. Boom, 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 boom. Why bow over spear? I'm roaming right now, Jay. That's the only reason. I like short bow over spear in roaming scenarios. Spear, I think, is better in Zerg. It's Oh, it's okay in roaming. It's you know, it's playable, but I don't know. It's my favorite weapon. It's good for kiting. If you're very good at with short bow, you can kite people very well with it. I'll try to show you some examples of what I mean. So with short bow, you obviously have your short bow 4, which is a fire field with a slow effect. Slow is a very powerful CC. You can auto attack while walking away from people if you do this. You about face and you keep walking, basically. So if you master how to do that, you basically are a kite master, because your short bow 2 you can use while you're walking away from your enemy and not facing them. So if you throw all of those skills together, you become an untouchable machine while still being able to do damage at range. That's why. In my opinion, it's like the best. It's the best roaming weapon. So, short bow 3 is the only skill that you have to face the target for. So if you let go of all the buttons and then just press 3, it'll just turn your character around and shoot it at the character. Another tip there. And then if you start casting short bow 5 and then attack or target something, it'll redirect it. Boom, as you see. That's very useful for the following scenario I'll try and show you here. Alright, so if I walk away, I can, as you can see, I can do pretty much my full damage rotation without really even like stopping to skip a beat, you know? So that's why. If you're very good at short bow, it's the best weapon in the game. At least that's what I think. Yeah, happy to help, guys. No problem. Happy to answer any questions. Well, apparently there's a blue stance when I switched out. I didn't know that. Somebody at that camp. I'll take this last camp, and then I think it's gonna be nighttime for me. I think the roaming is gonna be a little light today. I'm just gonna do a little advertising if you guys are interested. I've got a Discord that I'm putting a little bit of time and energy into. It is just for the community. It's just for you guys. Anybody who wants to talk about the game. I see TJ, appreciate your thoughtful message. Happy to provide content on Vindicator. But I post on my builds here, keep them up to date, as you guys may have seen earlier today. So consider joining, enjoy. Hey, thanks Jay, I really appreciate that super, man. That's literally the first super on my my account since I received partner. Big ups, seriously appreciate it. Hey, that's a big hit. What's that missed unleash there? 10k? 10k with no stacks of fury or might. Damn, that is actually crazy. I can't believe you sent over this super. How do I want to put like some emotes. There we go. Appreciate you, brother. All right. This camp. Yeah, just got capped. All right, so I basically recapped all of home BL. Red BL is green, and blue BL is kind of like no content. So I could check to see what's going on in EBG, but something tells me there's like a big old red Zerg running around there, and I won't get much going. But I'll take a quick minute here to look. Oh, looks like they just recapped it, so I'm guessing red probably logged out for the day. All right, that means that's gonna be it for me then. Let's go back to the keep. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys are in the community Discord, make sure that you guys go to the Start Here channel and react this message. That way you get the role, and then you get access to chat. You get access to chat, check all the channels, ask questions, whatever. If you guys are having problems, by the way, with anything in the game, I'm happy to talk to you guys in there and even get on voice chat and like help you figure out what's wrong. Just trying to help out people, do my thing. All right, let's check out this. Ooh, got my daily. Good. Already. That's fast. I honestly don't ever really think about these anymore. I just like get them by accident. What is this? Complete the unknown nightmares. What? What is this? Unknown. Oh, I needed a spell. Experiment in the shadows. They want me to make a legendary? Oh no, they want me to finish the quest for the legendary. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, okay, I'm skipping that one. All right, guys, that'll be it. Let's hit it with the old ceremonial end screen breakdance. And I'll see you guys next time. I don't think I'll be around really this weekend. I'm going to be super busy. I'm building a fireplace in my house. And tomorrow I'll be gone. So I'll for sure see you fellas on Monday. Hopefully, so on Monday we'll have the traits. Well, by Monday. So tomorrow, Anet's going to have the stream with the traits for Antiquary, Paragon, Ritualist. So on Monday, at the end of the Zerg stream, we'll go over those traits and kind of get a better idea what to expect on that. Kind of looking forward to Ritualists, Paragon, Antiquary. I really don't know I don't think I'll play it. It's going to be another Thief Elite spec going right to the trash for me. I don't like any of them, man. So sad. I just want one spec on Thief that I think I'll like, but I just don't think I'll like it. Well, we'll see. Maybe it'll be good. It looks sad, yeah. I'm not happy with it. My breakdance ended. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, cool. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys take care of yourselves. Make sure you guys drink some water. Hit a like on the stream, hit a sub on the channel, and I'll see you guys on Monday.